Remember yesterday when we talked about this formation that was starting, and we're like, oh, this could be a sneaky reversal. But it would make sense. I would like to see the 20-day. I would like to see this come up again. I would like to see this play out as an M. What the hell? I would like. My whole thing just fell down. That I'm like. I had something cool set up for the way I was looking at this, but my whole setup like. Oh, there we go. Always nice when your stand like tries to tip over. I want to see. What I want to see is this fill out. And then pop up, and then you get the traditional M topping reverse with that, the Batman top. Well, a low risk investment at these prices. I mean, are you talking about a short or a long, William? You're on BitGet, so I want to. Are you talking about going long or going short? A short-term, low-risk investment, I could tell you a long and a short right now. But I would tell you a stop-loss as well on either side if you would like. While I'm waiting for that reply, let's look at Chainlink real quick for Pizza Breath. What's going on, Pizza Breath? And Whitey, thank you for subscribing for 3 months. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me, my brother. About J-Rod CW made about 140. Excellent, excellent, J-Ride. But Chainlink's looking the same as look at all the stuff I had on Chainlink. And you can see where it had the breakout points, the resistance lines that it was getting rejected by. Now, if you pull this across where it was just getting rejected, and look how it's finally being supported on this. Look how long it took to get above there. That's incredible. But these patterns, if you just drew it out bigger. I have all these numbers out here, but I think it's in the best interest for everybody if I would just do this again. Yes, I get sick of drawing some of these out, but some of them I haven't talked about in a long time, so. Oops. Guy who had a short end for Bitcoin and he made. Nice! Nice. I don't invest enough in Bitcoin to be a future millionaire. I don't buy Bitcoin unless I'm leverage trading it. I just don't like it. I like charting it. I like, you know, short-term trading it, but I don't like the long-term prospects of Bitcoin. I never have. Not since I've been into this. I would rather go with the ISO coins and put my stack on it. That's just my personal preference, though. You know, I can't control what anybody else thinks. You can do it like this and take the wick tops. Or, I mean, we could do it like this and take the body. I don't like to do the body. I like to do the wick tops here because if you take it into smaller time frames, those wick tops are filled in patterns. So whenever somebody's like, oh, it's a wick. Yeah, but in a smaller time frame, it's more. Unless you're in the 1 minute. Then I can understand. So that's what we're looking at. So unless we're going to continue up and this is anything less than a fake out with the 20 crossing the 50. See, this is where not understanding patterns, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put it this way. This is where not understanding a proper pattern setup. So on Link, a technical trader who only plays the indicators. So let's just say the EMA line. So a technical trader who doesn't understand the bear flag setup and that we're at the, so support, right up. We've already had a resistance spot. Support, support, resistance in here. So this would confirm a pattern if we get rejected again and then pull it back down. So for somebody who's only trading the indicators, who doesn't recognize that's a bear flag, who doesn't even understand the terminology and can't draw that out like we just did, they're going to go by the simple analytics here, like I like to call it, and that would be the EMA line crossing, the 20 crossing the 50 in the daily. So they might get sandwiched here because technically you don't want to buy this. To buy this, you have to wait, like in my opinion, so you don't get hammered in the market, you would have to wait for a breakout, right? If you want to be safe, a back test, probably get rejected at the 100, then back test here. You'd buy it when it comes around here. And then you would sell it if it came back below the pattern formation, which sucks, but that's the way you'd have to play it. But you'd want to get confirmation right here to play this up. We haven't done that yet. Otherwise, you can buy it here, and this is where a technical trader gets sandwiched if they don't understand patterns and they're just using the indicators. Because a lot of people would absolutely buy this right now. There's been a bullish cross here, 20 cross to 50, which indicates a reversal could be happening of the pattern here. But it also indicates it could be a fake out. We are at the top of the pattern right here, the actual formation, the downtrending resistance, and we're coming here to get rejected again. So this is exactly where you could get very, very, this is where you could get in trouble here. Not letting the pattern do what it needs to do and just getting into a position because you're like, oh, it crossed. There's a lot more that goes into it. We need to break out of this area and the volume shit. So I hope that helps with chain link. Tanya, welcome in, love. Bitcoin will make you profit, XRP. Yep, XRP will make you, absolutely, that's how I feel too. Bitcoin will make you profit, XRP will make you rich. Yes. That's exactly how I feel about, absolutely XRP, but also, the ISO coins as well. It sure is, CW. The ISO is the way to go. Yo, welcome in. XRP spot million. Yeah, I would take XRP spot millionaire. Scrooge, how's it going, my friend? It's going pretty good for me. We've had a very vocal audience tonight, which is nice. Very generous audience tonight too, which is always nice. I always say it always surprises me when I get the generosity like we have tonight. And, we go a lot in between sometimes, but it always rears its ugly head. So I do appreciate it greatly. Small pump on ZIL right now. Interesting. Let me go to ZIL. Because I feel like the market is going to pump up here just to get to the top of these areas that we've been talking about. See, ZIL, perfect example. ZIL's within this wedge right here, this inside out I like to call them, but we measured this before, downtrending support, uptrending resistance, and then you've got the broken uptrends that actually started. Here, I'm going to get, man, look at how perfect that's playing out, though, and if you guys recognize everything I did here. So this would be the breakout attempt right here. This is where we have to break this uptrending resistance so that 0.051 or more, to give you the more accurate, is 0.04897. If we break that and hold it, we can make our way up. Again, this is where we're in an area where we're either breaking out or this is a fake out. And right now the volume is brutal. It's brutal. That 30-minute candle is nice, though. So that's what we're looking at. We're looking to break this resistance here at 0.4. I guess it's 0.4. What is this right here? 0.4921 is that resistance right there. When we hit this downtrending support, we never stayed below. We never made our way back down to the bottom of the pattern. I mean, there's so many areas once you break, you can see how it's going to fall. But right now, we're extending out. We really are. Pid Ring, thanks for the follow. You're number 481. I really appreciate that. Join me on YouTube. Check my Twitch homepage and join the more than 12,400 subscribers on YouTube. I would really appreciate it. Then you can get my daily updates every day instead of just the one live stream a day I do on here. Hey, what's going on, Pendring? Welcome in. Appreciate you tuning in. So, that's what I'm looking at with ZIL. Like, that's the pattern with ZIL. I know we had that somebody asked in the audience, but I keep track of all of these on my daily time. So, like, we have a lot of different areas that I'm looking at just because I know the way this is going to break out and I know where we're ultimately going. The yellow line is where we're ultimately going one day. You know what? Let's look at XLM real quick. I'm getting rid of all these. There's just too much stuff on the board. It gets too complicating. Except for that support. Remember the 1122? That's what we talked about yesterday. We needed to get on top of that, and then we could have our targeted move up. To remember what we talked about yesterday? Actually, that's not even measured right because it's supposed to be on the red line. So, I mean, it was technically right next to where it was going to be, but 13 cents. This would be the breakout move. So, alright, so for anybody new, XLM, the descending triangle formation. It started on May 13th of 2022. We've got support multiple times, so we know that part of the pattern. Resistance. So we knew the pattern. Bear flag, played out, broke out, got a back test here on July 28th, on Julie's birthday, ironically. And now we've broken out. Now we have a bull flag. The bull flag I measured out, and if we break up, we're going up to 13 cents. It's already confirmed, as long as we can break up. So these patterns suggest to have a little bit of moves to the upside. It's just once we get there, are these going to get a harsh rejection at the 100-day? We won't know until this next part of the pattern forms. So if you're asking me, where to take a gamble, William, you could look at XLM. You can basically look at the whole crypto market, and as long as XLM, and yeah, you could have a nice stop loss, but yeah, it's going to cost you money if it does break down. But I mean, you could have a stop loss right here at 11.2. But understand that that's like a 5% drop. So I probably wouldn't be going there. So we can already see. Oh, shit. You can already see. Let me put this. We already put this here so we know where this was at. We're starting this ascent up. So is the market going to pump? It sure as hell looks like we're going to have a small one here, at least a short term. XRP hasn't even, I mean, it's finished this, but it still needs an impulse to the top, I believe. I believe it does. I mean, I believe you can see it. We've done this. Maybe it's going to come up here. I always like to see them finish out this, where it has these high wicks up. When a pattern doesn't fall, I always like for it to come back up here and at least take out this area before coming down. If we hold these areas, and you know, the if right now is being answered as unfortunately we are, and we're taking the painful route. And the painful route can absolutely get us up to 40 cents again for a double top. Nothing wrong with that. So, at 8.25, I'd like to talk to you guys. Who's considering buying a position, long or short? I would love to hear it because I'm considering something right now, but I would like to not say what I'm considering, but I would like everybody to give me their opinion. Who's watching? If you don't mind. It's been a very nice class today. Episode, class, whatever you want to call it. It's been fantastic. A lot of interaction. I want to short as well, but I don't think this is the time just yet if you're not already short. See how we've had the finish of the cross here? This suggests here that we still need to have a nice move up here, possibly. When I say nice move, let me look at the way these are playing out right now. I guess it doesn't technically need to have a nice move. I just think that it's going to try to come up, and it's not going to be like a awe-inspiring move. I'm not sure it can get up to this downtrending resistance again. I could see it trying to come up here and failing as well. It just feels like it's going to try to do something sneaky here. The market just feels like it has some sneaky, you know, it gives me a sneaky feeling. I'm copy trading you, Tom, so if you're copy trading, I'm in, bro. Yes, sir. Pizza breath. I'm not holding my breath, but I still think XLM has an upside of 22 cents minimum next. Yeah, I know. That's the thing with XLM. It does have a lot of upside potential. It's just the market might not allow it to happen yet. And Pizza breath, thanks for that gifted sub. That's 73 total now. Holy shit. In the gifted tier 1 sub goes to AGIX7. Congratulations. Sniper, if you're out there somewhere in the sphere. DAAPT. After the nice little pump that we called out here, if anybody was watching live, we talked this pump pre-pump. We marked it. I put an arrow where I thought it could get up to, and then we talked about if it could break it. And that was the mark that I put up here to say it could come up this high. It didn't quite make it. Came pretty damn close. But it ended up getting rejected and coming back in this pattern. So this is a key here. That this market might not have enough kahoonies to get out of here. And this rejection point here for this, again, that 6331, could be an overwhelming rejection point. So, I mean, we don't even need to keep that, but that was the line we based it on to start, and it stayed topside, and then after it fell through, came back down with the support down here. So just pay attention to that. DGB continues to just blaze out of this area. DGB's been impressive. It's working its way back up to that 1350 area, it looks like. But DGB's been impressive coming out of here. And DGB had a massive breakdown, which is where I bought I want to say 22,222 DGB. It was, when it got down here, I was freaking salivating. Yes, I admit I could have put more money into it. But, you know, a couple $100. But I'm waiting for this to come through again. I already know it's coming through here and coming down, so I can't front load and shoot my wad, so I can only put a little bit. But DGB is absolutely, as a lot of the market is on a bull flag. And I would be curious. That's what I'm saying. If these do play out in a bull flag fashion, they've got some room, some of them. They do. It's just a matter of, are we going to have the oomph to come up here? And then on a breakdown, if DGB said, yeah, fuck it, it would just come back up to the end of this pattern. It's crazy. And this looks like ass. That's not even the right pattern. What the fuck is it? That's better. So what are we going to do, ladies and gentlemen? What are we going to do? Let's see what the news has to say. New York Stock Exchange sends notice to bit miners. Applicable price criteria non-compliant. Bitcoin whales turn bearish. What's in store for Bitcoin over the weekend? Ooh. That's something I think we should look into. So Bitcoin whales turn bearish. What's in store for Bitcoin over the weekend? Bitcoin has been moving back and forth along the line between 22,500 and 23.5K, with bears increasing their efforts over trading sessions. Or today's trading session, the cryptocurrency has seen an increase in selling pressure from Bitcoin whales. At the time of writing, Bitcoin trades at 22,900 with a 2% profit in the last 24 hours and a 4% loss over the past week. In the top 10 by market cap, Bitcoin is lagging while Ethereum, Binance Coin, Cardano, and Polkadot managed to remain in the green with profits over these periods. Bitcoin's price moving sideways on the 4-hour chart. Source Bitcoin USDT Trading View. Data from material indicators shared by users signaled a shift in market dynamics for a low time frames. As seen below, Bitcoin investors with selling orders of around 100,000 to 1 million have begun offloading their coins into the market. A whale who wants to get out is controlling the market. Purple 100,000 to 1 million made these steps 1 bids below to support price. Market buying to drive price up. And then 3 price got pushed up into S. 4 heavy market selling. 5 bids below are raised. So as a result, Bitcoin's price has been losing momentum and could see further losses if these investors continue to exercise pressure over the coming days. An analyst at Material Indicators noted that investors with these orders, purple on the chart above, had the most influence over Bitcoin's price. These investors' selling pressure is preceded by a reduction in bid liquidity. In other words, as Bitcoin whales started dumping, there are fewer buying orders which could operate as support in case of further losses. This leaves Bitcoin's price susceptible to volatility, and with the weekend approaching, the cryptocurrency seemed poised for a sudden move in either direction. The analyst at Material Indicators said the following on this possibility while sharing the chart below. Expecting more volatility over the weekend, if the bear market rally can push Bitcoin above 25K, there isn't much friction to 26 to 28K. That's exactly the targets that I talked about if we broke up. But we would have to hold 25.5K to know if we're going to 28. Losing the trend line would be bad for bullish hopes and dreams. Mind the line. So, in support of the above on-chain analysis firm Glassnode, records an increase in selling pressure from Bitcoin long-term holders. These investors have been taking profit after a brief accumulation period. The relief rally experienced by the crypto market provided these investors with an opportunity to take profits and break even with their initial investments. The recent rally has allowed long-term holders an opportunity to exit a fraction of their holdings at their cost basis at prices which essentially got their money back. Source Glassnode. All right, that's interesting. See if we can find anything else that would point in the direction of Bitcoin or XRP or crypto exchanges. Ooh.